1st January 2021. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, constantly have thoughts of doing service. Become a knowledgeable soul. Don't waste your time. Question. What are the signs of knowledgeable children? Answer. They are constantly engaged in doing service. They experience happiness in donating the imperishable jewels of knowledge. The Father is also pleased with them. They never waste their time with unnecessary food and drink. They never cry. They are never proud of having given knowledge to someone. They always say that Baba gave that knowledge. Song. Have mercy on those who are unhappy, O Mother and Father of ours. Om Shanti. Your children now know that Baba had mercy and it's once again being merciful. Who is the one who has mercy? Then who would be merciless? You truly know that at this time the Father had mercy for Bharat. That is, he made Bharat like a diamond and gave it the elevated deity sovereignty. You now understand who it was who gave the fortune of the kingdom to Lakshmi and Narayan. Definitely, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, created creation. The world doesn't know that the deities claim their inheritance from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The people of Bharat had self sovereignty. The Father had mercy for them, and so they are asking for it once again. Who was the merciless one you made who made you unhappy, poverty stricken, and corrupt? People continue to burn his effigy every year. That raven caused you sorrow. People create an effigy of someone who has caused them sorrow or distress in order to seek revenge and to insult him. The Father says all of them are impure. They consider themselves to be impure, but then they also consider themselves to be God. It was printed in the papers that 3000 years before Christ, Bharat was the land of angels. First, there were the deities, then those of Islam came, and then the Buddhists came. The calculation has been explained to your children. Other religions also came in between. The people of Bharat believe in the idols, and this is why the questionnaire has been created. It is very easy to explain using this. However, those who don't have knowledge are said to be senseless. You have to listen to this knowledge and then relate it to others. Although there are other types of service, they are physical service, some are commanders, some are generals, and others are infantry. To cook food, etc., is also doing service. You also definitely receive the fruit of that. Such ones understand that they are serving knowledgeable souls. Those who do service are seated in the heart and everyone praises them. It is definite that the Father deeply loves knowledgeable souls. This doesn't mean that he doesn't love others. The service that everyone does is visible. If some ask Baba whether they are seated in Baba's heart, Baba could tell them. However, what would those who simply continue to take service receive? Although they will become part of the kingdom, they won't receive a status. You can also do a lot of service of your friends and relatives. The main thing is that there has to be the consent to do service. Don't waste time unnecessarily. Baba calls such ones senseless. Baba explains such good points to you. The questionnaire is very good. Jagadamba, the world mother, is the goddess of knowledge. The empress is Lakshmi. She is the empress of the golden age. The praise of the world mother refers to this time. Your children have to have deep dharana. Only when you have a very strong stage can you be seated in the heart. In a school, two students are seated in the hut, number wise. There is variety. These are very good points which have to be explained. The world mother cannot be called goddess of wealth. This one is the world mother who has been given knowledge by God. Therefore, Saraswati has been remembered as the goddess of knowledge. At this time, she is the goddess of knowledge in that name and form, and it was with this knowledge that she attained that status. She had attained knowledge in her past birth, and that was how she became Lakshmi. Lakshmi was Jagadamba, the world mother, in her previous birth. The significance of what she becomes in the past, present, and future is very clear. Each aspect is very good. How Lakshmi takes 84 births and where she takes them, etc., are all things to be explained. There is happiness in explaining these things. There is also happiness in making donations. The Father donates the imperishable jewels of knowledge to you, and so you should do the service of donating to others. Don't just run around after Mama and Baba. Become engaged in doing service, for only then will Baba be pleased. Knowledgeable ones remain engaged in doing service. Those who don't become engaged in doing service are said to be senseless. They think that they are not in Baba's heart. Sometimes there are many wasteful thoughts about food and drink. The aim and objective has been written very clearly on the board outside. It is written, "This is the Godfatherly University of the Purified." You are once again receiving the inheritance of health, wealth, and happiness for 21 births from the Father. The full occupation has been written on the board. There is a picture of Shivbaba and also a picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. The aim and objective has also been written, but they don't understand anything and they don't even ask anything. A shop would have a name written on it. This is a milk shop. This is a shop of so and so. There is never a board at a spiritual gathering. That automatically becomes well known. The board that is put up here says, "Here you receive teachings to attain a deity status for 21 births." However, it still doesn't sit in their intellects, and so they come and ask, "What is your aim?" They don't read the board, which would enable them to understand our aim and objective. They should see whose shop this is, but they don't know anything. They have named Adidev, Mahabir, and Hanuman, but they don't know who he is or when he exists. You children need to have courage to explain to others. If someone who has voice explains, the arrow will not strike anyone. If the arrow doesn't strike someone, it is shivbaba who explains. The explanations given by those who have defects will not touch anyone. It is Baba who comes and gives someone drishti and knowledge. No one should think I gave knowledge to this one so well that he was transformed by the knowledge I gave. That arrogance is wrong. Those who have the habit of crying are unable to give knowledge to others. Such a people is like a widow. She would never think that she would give knowledge to others. It is the Father who benefits others. Those who cry go into degradation. You know that you are going to become deities who are cheerful. If you cry, it is because you have performed wrong actions and they've deceived you. Even good ones cry. Then, when Baba has to uplift someone, he himself comes and gives drishti. Those who cry are widows. On the one hand, you say that you belong to Ram and then you cry, which means that your Ram has died. It means that your intellect's yoga has broken away from Ram, that you have turned away from him. A very good stage is required. Although someone may be impressed, it is through Baba's power that that person is impressed. There cannot be any mistake in whatever Baba says, because the Father is the truth. If any such words do emerge, the one who corrects anything that is wrong is also sitting here. A very good intellect is required to understand this. The Father is present, doing service. He also has to look after the children. Since you call yourselves BKs, he also helps. Some BKs cause a lot of damage. Baba knows this, and the students also know it. Sometimes someone's activities are not good, and so they write, Baba, call this one to you. You children have to give your bones like Dadichi Rishi did. Some move along as though they are a boss. The father explains there are bad omens while earning this income too. The omens continue to change. Sometimes there are the omens of Jupiter, sometimes auspicious omens, sometimes other types of bad omens. Then they are completely crushed. Baba explains very many good points. Tell them you are very intelligent and well educated. The full aim and objective is written clearly on the board. Only when they understand the aim and objective would they come inside with that intoxication. It is written that you receive this inheritance of the sun and moon dynasty kingdoms from God, the Father, for 21 births for 2500 years. Some understand very well because customers are number wise. All of these are shivbaba shops. The owner is only one. There will be hundreds of thousands of these shops. Sannyasis have so many shops. They even have shops abroad. People abroad believe that only the sannyasis give knowledge and teach the ancient yoga of Bharat. However, this is not so. Only the Father gives this. No human being can give this knowledge. For they removed the name of the one who gave it and put the name of the child instead. You prove that only God the Father, who establishes heaven, explains this. Someone wrote to the Pope, you went to Bharat on a pilgrimage, but you didn't understand this pilgrimage properly. Now, if you say so, we can send someone to you. Those people would not come here because they are very concerned about their positions. The poor ones come here. It is said that Christ is in a beggar form. At this time, we too are beggars. We are going to become prince from beggars. Although some may have a lot of wealth, they are still beggars. It is said that Christ is a beggar. So he would definitely come to take this knowledge in his state of poverty. They all have to salute him. This is the time of settlement. All the accounts are to be settled. The first one to salute him is also sitting here. They too will come. Your sun and moon dynasty kingdoms are being established. The main picture is of Lakshmi and Narayan. Their pictures have continued. The first, the second, the third, etc. Our pictures are destroyed. There are no accurate pictures. In the Delvara temple, there are the images of the World Mother and of Lakshmi and Narayan. However, no one knows that the goddess of knowledge becomes the empress. She must definitely also have children. Study is a source of income. Brahman study and became deities. This is so clear. The father says, I have to show, means reveal the children. It isn't that someone receives the fruit of another. No, all the children will receive the fruit of their own efforts and doing service. However, that is in the form of the one I gave drishti to. People don't know who the World Mother is or what reward she received. The father explains, sweet children, it is inauspicious to cry. Thus is the home of the unlimited Father. How can those who cry then serve others and make them laugh. Here you have to laugh. To laugh means to smile. You mustn't laugh out loud. So many teachings are given, so many points are explained. Day by day, the knowledge is becoming easier. You also continue to receive strength. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, number wise, according to your efforts, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, never show arrogance in yourself. Give your bones in service like Dadichi Rishi did. Second point, remain constantly cheerful. Never cry. To cry means to be a widow. Therefore, continue to smile. Don't laugh out loud. Blessing. May you experience the whole world in the one Father and constantly stay in remembrance of that one as an easy yogi. Explanation. The meaning of easy yoga is to remember the one Father and none other. The body, mind, and wealth are all yours, not mine. Those who are such a trustees and who remain double-light are easy yogis. The easy way to become an easy yogi is to remember the one and to experience everything in the one. When the Father is your world, remembrance then becomes easy. For half the cycle, you worked hard and the Father is now liberating you from having to work hard. However, if you still have to work hard, the reason for that is your own weakness. Slogan. A great soul is one who adopts the religion of purity in his life. Om Shanti. Special attention. The month of January is the special month of completion and perfection of our beloved Pitashri Brahma Baba. Through the whole month, all of us Brahmin children especially stay immersed in the love of Father Shiv and also Father Brahma. Baba says to be immersed in love is to be become equal. For this stage of being immersed in love, devotees have said that the soul merges with the Supreme Soul. So, come, let us all experience being immersed in love for the whole month. With this aim, we are adding a special point to be merged in love at the end of each day's Murli for this month. You may have 10 minutes yoga on this point at the end of Murli class daily. Experience the stage of being merged in love. While celebrating a meeting with the Father, the ocean of love say, Baba, and merge yourself in that love. Become lost in love. The stage of being merged in love will easily finish everything else. Om Shanti